Intro for Community Showcase. This is the August Community Showcase, even though it is somewhat into September.
Don't get it twisted.
Isla was out. We wanted Isla to be here.
Well,
so there will be another Community Showcase in about 2 weeks or so.
Sweet.
Yeah, this is part of our $10 contributors tier on patreon.com/easyallies, where you get to submit words, art, music, videos, anything creative, or just commentary, as you will. I just spotted where this went. But yes, so we will read through these things, we will listen to things, and we will see what the community has to offer this month.
Let's do it.
Gabby, do you want to go first?
Oh, I can. Hi again, all.
From Brandon K. Gang.
Yeah, I can't see it. Sorry, the TV's in the way. Hi again, all. I'm back to continue providing every GOTY list I have over the years, from the late 90s to the early 2000s, early 20s, for everyone to criticize and have fun with. Reminders and clarifying Isla's confusion last month. My lists are every game I played or watched that released from the year I'm giving, which includes those that disappointed. I'm providing the platform I first played/watched it on, not necessarily its original platform, because it may have been years since said game came out before I first played it. This submission's number 10 is an example. Also, in a few months' time, the number of games is going to grow.
That's why I was confused, because I was like, you only ever played or saw 9 games a year?
Yeah.
Which is, it makes sense, but I mean, that's why I was confused. But I get it now.
Because I played more from some years than others. The word limit cap restricts my ability to explain more thoroughly and point out what disappointed me, so I apologize. So without further ado, here's my GOTY list for 2002. Thank you for your time and have a great day. 11th place, Ty the Tasmanian Tiger.
I haven't heard
PS2.
of this.
Really?
Really?
Ty the Tasmanian Tiger?
That's Dawn. That's got Dawn written all over it. Really?
What?
Yeah, I think that they
I'm
did a
interested.
remaster too.
Sounds cool.
Yeah.
Tasmanian Tiger sounds.
Platformer.
Oh, this looks awesome.
Oh, that guy, yeah.
This is the most Dawn shit ever,
I've
dude.
never heard of that. That's
Yeah.
so crazy. And that's PS2?
Yeah.
How did I miss that? Thank you.
10th place, Star Wars Jedi Knight, Jedi
Kyle
Outcast 2.
Katarn.
Shout out.
I honestly think it's the best Star Wars game of all time.
Mm-hmm.
Outcast 2. I will.
Best Star Wars game of all
Yeah,
time.
better than
wow.
Academy and Fallen Order and Outlaws and Star Wars Galaxies and KOTOR even.
Wow.
Gotta give it to Jedi Outcast 2.
9th place, Super Mario Sunshine for GameCube.
Nice.
Love
Good
that
game.
8th place, Spyro Enter the Dragonfly.
Sick.
PS2.
Are you still there, Damiani?
7th place, Damiani.
Whatever. Maybe he's...
7th
Yes,
place.
sorry.
Oh,
Oh,
he's
Damiani's
there,
there.
he's there.
It's
I was
probably
just checking
Sorry,
my
I'm doing.
headphones.
Yeah. Sorry.
7th place, Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 4, PS2. 6th place, only watched not played, Resident Evil Remake, PS4, I think.
Resident Evil Remake.
5th place, only watched not played, Resident Evil 0.
What are the
Unacceptable.
circumstances of watching those? This
Unacceptable.
is sick as hell. What do you mean unacceptable?
Unacceptable that Resident Evil 0 is ranked higher than Resident Evil Remake.
Oh, okay.
Unacceptable.
Okay.
That's pretty
I cannot
intense.
accept this.
That's pretty intense.
All right. There's
Yeah.
reasoning, perhaps some reasoning on the next
I can't accept this.
submission.
4th place.
Hubert, just so you know, like, oh wait, Wind Waker. I was thinking Wind Waker 2002, but I think it was. I played it the Japanese in 2002. It was 2003 in the US. That's why. It's like, where's Wind Waker?
4th place, Sly Cooper and the Thievius Raccoonus.
Shout out.
PS2.
Sick.
3rd place, only watched not played, Metroid Prime for GameCube.
Good game.
2nd place, Ratchet and Clank for
Shout
PS2.
out.
GOTY, Kingdom Hearts,
Nice.
PS2.
All right.
But you know, what wasn't on there?
All right.
Eternal Darkness.
Eternal Darkness. Still a sleeper hit, Blood.
Your main thing. Oops.
Still a sleeper hit. This is from Joe Caruso. While I realize that game preservation is an important goal, I've come to the rationalization that nothing truly lasts forever, so I'm personally more comfortable with losing access to my video game collection than I was in the past. Perhaps my favorite video game multiplayer mode of all time, Splinter Cell Chaos Theory Spies vs. Mercs, had its server shut down a long time ago, but my best friend from college and I still each have a working 360, and we play a few rounds via LAN, probably once every 5 years. That's
That's
fantastic.
jolly.
Nice.
I mention this as an example of mitigating and delaying the inevitable, but realize that some things are just simply outside of your control. Even with this mindset, there is one video game title in particular that is inaccessible to new players now, and it makes me so sad. That game is the DJ game Fuser by Harmonix. It only came out a few years ago, and already the game and all its DLC can no longer be purchased,
Crazy.
probably due to music licenses expiring.
Yeah.
I was lucky enough to get it on the Epic Game Store shortly after it released, and every single person who has played my copy has absolutely loved it. It's absurdly fun and entertaining. I've had guests saying they want to buy a copy, but I have searched on the internet, and not a single used physical copy is available anywhere. If you don't know someone with a copy, you can't play it.
Wow.
That's
Crazy.
wild.
Wow. Wait, there's no used copies? That's so
Fuser.
crazy.
I'm sure that somewhere, but
They
like
pop
not
up here
necessarily
and there.
listed
Yeah, they
online.
probably
Yeah.
pop
That is wild.
Also, if it's that recent, it could have been like a limited run kind of a thing too.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, Steam page just has a notice on it that's like, nope, can't play it. If you already owned it, you can keep playing it, but you can't buy it.
That hurts.
From Maddie, Unexpected Enemy. Howdy, allies. I hope you have all recovered from the Gamescom madness. It's been fun catching up on all the coverage. Today, I am here for a 2024 GOTY check-in.
Sorry.
Goatee.
For whatever reason, I've played a lot of Metroid-likes / Metroidvanias this year. Oh yeah, there's a bunch.
So many.
Playing a new one this week,
A
Joe.
good one.
Both new and old, including Prince of Persia: Lost Crown, Tales of Kinzera
Do the
Zao,
DLC so soon?
Blasphemous 2, Hollow Knight, yes, for the first time, Euphoria: The Saga 2, I haven't gotten to that one, Arzette: The Jewel of Faramore, Mini Shoot Adventures, if you want to count that as one. But so far, there's one game that spoke
Yep.
to me more than any else this year.
Yep.
9 Souls.
I know.
Red
PC
Can-
only right now. That's why I haven't played it yet.
Hmm.
PC only.
You have a
Uh,
PC.
Huh?
You have a PC.
I don't like playing games on my PC. It's just it feels like work. It's not comfortable.
Yeah.
I like
hear
lying
that.
on my couch.
I hear that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Red Candle Games, previously known for their horror-focused releases Detention and Devotion, have somehow pulled a Tango Gameworks by pivoting to a well-established subgenre and completely nailing it on their first try. 9 Souls is a fairly traditional Metroidvania in terms of its overall design, structure / flow, but its parry, counter-based combat system, memorable cast of characters, and sci-fi settings is what separates it from its contemporaries.
I didn't realize it was made by the people who made Detention. That's crazy.
Yeah.
I've heard Detention is good.
While 9 Souls is 2D action platformer at its core, the game utilizes both hand-drawn animation and 3D
Looks
background
so
elements
fucking sick.
with beautiful lighting to bring its world to life.
You know what they didn't say, Blood? Bow.
Yeah, they didn't talk about Bow, they didn't talk about Ultros. There's a lot.
Yeah.
There's a lot this year.
Yeah.
The game also incorporates a handful of presentation styles, including manga panels, big, bold title card displays for boss introductions, and beautifully illustrated character portraits for traditional dialogue sequences. To say the game is stylish would be an understatement. The developers cite Sekiro: Shadows Die Twice as
Yeah,
one
they
of
do.
their inspirations, and they weren't kidding. 9 Souls is an extremely challenging and unforgiving game, at least on the standard difficulty.
I need it.
Animal Well, too. When the combat finally clicked and I wrapped my head around its systems, it's perhaps the most satisfying and rewarding game I played all year.
Wow.
If you had to make time for one Metroid like this year, I
Oh, yeah,
can't
maybe.
recommend 9 Souls enough. For now, I will leave you all with some images I took from my playthrough to showcase the various presentation styles at play here.
Nice.
Okay.
Can't wait. Yeah, it's been on my radar all year, chat.
Dude, it's wild that, like,
All
as they were
fucking
talking
year.
about this, like, we just kept getting reminded of other
I know.
amazing, like amazing
Amazing Metroidvania
games in
year.
this genre.
Yeah.
This is a beautiful art style.
Yeah, it's so fucking dope. Fucking need this game so fucking bad. I wonder if it'll come out this year on console. Probably not at this point. Probably gotta wait till next year.
I don't know. I feel like it's coming to PlayStation for sure.
It's got to. It's been a while. This game came out like 6 months ago.
Has it been that long?
It's been a minute. For sure.
Wow, damn, this is a really nice looking game.
Yeah.
Holy shit, look at
Akatsuki.
that.
Gotta watch out for the Akatsuki, dude. They'll fuck you up.
Slick.
I love this kind of like noise on the screen, like that kind of like
Yeah,
filter.
yeah.
Like
sure.
Oh, yeah, the film grain.
80s like video noise. Alright,
Good shit, Maddie.
Alright, is this me?
yeah, and then I can
Serenite.
read the rest.
What's that?
Do this one and then I can do the rest because I think I have to change images while we go.
Okay. Coming in from Serenite. Hello, allies. Hope you guys are doing well. It's time for another edition of my Final Fantasy art project for the 9th month with Final Fantasy IX.
Nice.
This
Sick.
was probably the hardest one to make to date, since this is one where Squaresoft decided to go with a cartoony art style, which means I had to translate one cartoony style to my cartoony style. So this took a little longer than expected. Hope you guys continue to stay safe and be awesome to everyone around you. Much love and respect, Sarah Knight, the one and only. Thank you, Sarah Knight. P.S. Gabby, I used Procreate to make this.
Nice.
Alright, so. Ooh. One here is the FF9 cast.
Would buy
Wow,
stickers.
look at that.
Would buy.
Number 2. Whoop. Oh. Number 2 is Zidane.
Sick.
Mm.
Oh, man.
Here's
Fantasy 9, dude.
Garnet.
Vibes. Fucking vibes.
That's
so
cool.
cozy. Is Final Fantasy 9 the coziest game ever made?
Here is Steiner. He looks so cute. Oh god,
Man,
Vivi,
legend.
dude.
So good.
The ledge.
Yeah. Freya.
Wow.
She's so cool. Queena.
Freak.
Blah. Blah.
Eiko.
These are excellent.
So excellent. My goodness.
Amaranth.
Wow. Fabulous.
So sick.
Very cool.
Would buy all those stickers.
Yeah.
Put them on my imaginary laptop.
Yes, make a sticker sheet.
Okay, let me see.
I like all the extra stuff in between them all.
Yeah.
Alright.
I just got it. Procreate? Is that intentional?
They named the software that, yeah. It
Got
was
it.
intentional. Okay. Next up, we've got from Sam Moore and J.R. Harris. Hey everyone, thanks for showing off me and J.R. Harris's comics, The Mountain Grove, The Waking Door during The Waking Door during the last community showcase. We're an author-artist duo from Flint, Michigan, and part of the Lucky 33 Comics crew. Shout out to Easy A crew member Mo, who some listeners might be familiar with, and who's also part of Lucky 33 crew. The Lucky 33
First time caller Mo.
First time caller Mo. Patron saint of Mike and Mike. Hot Mics? What is it? Hot Mics. Yeah.
Hot mics.
We are excited to reveal the cover of our next comic. Wrong one. The Boundless Tomb.
Ooh.
This book follows a mage that is trapped inside a cursed land. A mysterious figure known only as the Guide says she can help him escape, but there will be a cost.
It's a really nice cover.
Yes.
It's really nice, yeah.
Great
The,
font.
like halftone and stuff, yeah.
Love that font.
If you enjoy the surrealism of The Legend of Zelda, Majora's Mask, the captivating gloominess of Elden Ring, and the magic realism of Ghibli and Over the Garden Wall, we think you'll enjoy this book. check www.sammorecreative.com, more like MOORE, creative.com for updates, teasers, and pre-orders launching soon. Or if any listeners will be at Motor City Comic Con in Michigan this November,
That's a big one.
come find our table. Thanks so much. Y'all are the best. Sam
yeah.
and JR.
Very jealous of the name J.R. Harris.
JR.
That is so... That just
Yo.
rolls
These are
off
the-
the tongue. That is so legitimate.
These are the previous ones from last time. The Mountain Grove there.
Good luck
And the
at Motor
Waking
City.
Wait, are these comics related to each other?
Yeah,
Because they have the same, like,
I don't know if they're a series or...
it's the same, like, formula for the titles, you know?
I'm gonna try to zoom in on there.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
The hungry mouth.
Wow.
Look at that.
Mm-hmm.
V, cool.
Can you jump in that
Jump in that
medium?
medium.
Can you jump in that medium? All right, next up
The right equipment.
from Screaming Argonaut. Hello, allies. Hope everyone is doing well. There are some questions last month about how these images are captured. Obviously, they were things that actually happened in Poppleton. But if I were to construct them, I would probably use Harv's Photo Studio and some amiibo cards. But yeah, these are just things that happened.
Yeah.
Amiibo card.
Yeah. Anyway, when last we spoke, a bunch of us found a mysterious cave, and it created some tension between Phoebe and Zucker. Ba-ba.
Bum.
However, things soon sorted themselves out, and the two of them are getting along better than ever. In fact, Zucker invited us over for a board game club.
Nice.
It's funny right now because it looks like Huber's sitting on the dinosaurs.
Yes. Really good.
Charge!
Unfortunately, I accidentally spilled some tea on Zucker, and he started freaking out. Phoebe asked me to get Merengue, who is a first aid expert.
Gabby is quietly correcting you.
No, I just...
What? Meringue?
Meringue,
Just
yeah.
meringue, yeah.
But merengue is a
Is a
different
dance.
thing. That's a
Yeah,
dance.
Yeah. But she's a
Oh.
dessert, so it's got to be meringue.
She's meringue. Meringue is spelled weird.
Yeah,
It is.
as is merengue.
Yeah. How do you spell merengue, the dance?
I can't see the word meringue, so I can't.
Meringue is like this, apparently.
Yeah.
That looks like merengue, does it not?
It's easy
Wait,
to
is that the
interpret
dance
way.
too?
Yes.
Good Jeopardy question.
How do you spell meringue?
That's how you spell the dance and the
Is it-
dessert?
well, I don't think so.
Because I didn't see the image while I was reading it, in my own defense.
Anywho,
It is definitely
Yeah,
a reference to the dessert.
Yeah.
It's
so,
spelled like the dance.
no.
I was
meringue
right.
with an I.
No,
Oh, you're right. So okay.
It's
yeah,
missing
yeah.
a U. The dance does not have a U.
Yeah, it does.
Oh, it does?
MERENGUE.
Meringue is
Oh, it
the
does?
food,
They're both spelled
meringue
the
is
same?
dance.
Yeah. No. Meringue. Her name is spelled differently.
Okay.
But meringue like that.
Or
That's how they spelled it.
it was misspelled in the document. Whatever, doesn't matter.
That's the case.
All right. What the hell's going on? When we returned, Phoebe told us that Zucker was fine. He just needs some rest. Feeling guilty for wasting everyone's time, I returned home. I was surprised to find a letter in my mailbox claiming to be from Phoebe. I barely had time to read it when Hazel arrived, holding a similar letter. Phoebe wrote that if we received the letters, that meant something terrible happened, and we must return to the cave.
we have to go back.
We have to go back. Inside the cave, we followed the directions in the letter. It also included a drawing of switches with notes on which ones to flip. Wow.
Cave switches.
A puzz. A wall opened, and I was shocked at what I found behind it. Things are always happening on Poppleton.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yo,
Someone
what?
is always executing some zany scheme.
Damn, it's the real versions. Hazel, sorry, I'll stop intentionally mispronouncing them. Hazel called me over and showed me some sleeping pods. Before we could figure out how to wake our friends up, we heard a noise and hid. Damn, this is some high drama. To our surprise, we saw a second Frobert emerge next to the sleeping Frobert in the pod. We held our breath, hoping he wouldn't notice it.
Imposters.
And that's all the time we have for this month.
Oh, God, this is a cliffhanger.
Until next month, love and respect, Screaming Argonaut.
Dang it.
Damn, this is good storytelling, too.
Yep.
So the character's name is Merengue, spelled right, but is based on meringue. Like
Merengue.
the food meringue.
So I'm not an idiot.
No.
Hooray!
Okay.
We did it. All right, headphones on. Time for an audio track from Kevin Gillet.
Ooh.
Have any of the allies been to Poppleton?
Sophia maybe went. I think I did. Screaming Argonaut, I think, was on my island. This is like way back in the day. The COVID days.
Yeah.
Screaming Argonaut, did I ever come to your island? I feel like I did. And I know you came to mine. We've been on the same islands, I feel like, for parties or whatever.
Clown Boss added their video at the very last minute.
Clown Boss!
That's great news.
Hang on.
You know, the next one is it's 2 weeks.
I was asking actually if there's any sign of Clown Boss.
It's so funny because it's 2 weeks late and somehow he still managed to add it at the last minute.
It's a bit.
It's a bit. All right. Well, now I have to find it. Hang on.
Terminator.
I did.
Uh-oh. Has it turned?
I don't know.
Oh,
I'm not down on it or anything.
How many have you watched?
I'm 5.
5, okay.
Moving along, but
Moving
I don't
along.
know. I don't know.
Alright. Alright.
I gotta see where they go with it.
Yeah.
I don't know if I would say it's... Did you say it was the best after T2?
I mean, it's
Easily?
not a high bar. It's that and Dark Fate. Better than Salvation and Genesis.
Yeah, it's definitely that. But I don't know if it's better than Dark Fate yet. I gotta see. I gotta keep watching.
I respect how different it is, I guess.
It's very different,
Yeah.
which is awesome.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
Maybe my expectations came in.
Yeah.
hot,
Because it
too hot.
starts hot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the thing. Right now, I'm kind of like, it doesn't. It's not. I wouldn't say it's meandering, but it's
Yeah.
sort of like, it's hard to tell. I don't know.
Yeah. I definitely wanted more like Terminator chasing going on, I guess.
All right,
Yeah.
back on track. Beep boop, beep boop, bop, beep boop, bop, beep boop, bop. Okay. All right. Bop, bop, ba, ba, da, ba. Here we go. We got headphones.
Oh.
Oh my god. Hang on.
Oh,
I have
man.
too many windows open. What's happening? Okay. Yeah.
Tech Noir. Fuck. I was gonna watch Terminator 1 and get back to us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
It's on our list.
From Kevin Gillet, hello allies. Had a lovely time spending a week in Wales where the weather was much kinder than in southern France. And I had fun recognizing every street corner from the Doctor Who episodes. Hell yeah. I want to go to
Nice.
Wales too. Did you go to Port Marion and see where they filmed The Prisoner, 1967? Since a new Zelda is fast approaching, here's some Zelda music. I had a friend play through Majora's Mask, which we finished recently. Yeah, I had a friend. Okay. And if you needed reminding, the OST of this game is one of Koji Kondo's masterpieces. I pulled out Korg Gadget again and played
Yes.
around with one of the greats, Oath to Order. Excited for September 26th. May the way of the princess lead to the Tri-Rod. Love and respect, Kevin Gillet. I can't believe the stuff you do with Korg Gadget. That's the thing on Switch, so.
Some Blade Runner energy.
Yeah, hell yeah. Some thick pads. Some Berlin ass pads or whatever. Yeah.
insane.
Wow.
Beautiful.
Incredible.
Gosh,
I'd like
so
to have-
beautiful.
What's it like to be so talented?
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh, just
Incredible.
beautiful.
Incredible.
Woo!
From Alexander Zirinov. Hello, allies. I'm continuing my mini series about different ways to play Apex Legends. Last time we talked about quick action heavy modes from the mixtape playlist, and today we will be putting the spotlight on the two main courses, unranked and ranked battle royale.
Ranked.
If you only play one of them and weren't particularly satisfied, try another. The differences are more significant than you probably think.
Gabby and I were fucking around with ranked in Fortnite.
Hell yeah.
In Apex Legends, Trios is a casual battle royale mode where the teams are free. In a typical match, half of the lobby jumps out of dropship almost immediately and kill each other in the first few minutes of the match. This leaves the rest of the map open for remaining teams, and most of them land separately,
Sound good?
loot for minutes, and only then start looking for engagement with one of the few remaining spots. The coexistence of these two drastically different approaches provides variety,
Sick.
but it can also
Lame
result in
blade.
disjointed teams when players with different strong preferences get into the same squad. It can be frustrating when your team is playing as
Come
free
on.
solos, but you will also score some easy kills and wins when you'll be fighting against such teams. This makes trios less sweaty and more welcoming to less experienced players, which is always a nice thing.
Got to platinum, Mom.
Rank
Moving
up.
up.
If you want strong teamwork, ranked leagues is the place to go. With ranking points on the line, it's nearly impossible to graduate from lower ranks if you play by yourself, so once you pass starter lobbies, you'll be regularly getting teammates who know how to work together and want to do so. In
That is one.
situations with only a couple of reasonable moves, your partners can usually understand the whole plan after a single ping and will act accordingly. This gives you a satisfying feeling of driving a well-oiled killing machine and make the prospect of going against pre-made squads not so intimidating as it initially seems. The flow of the ranked match is also drastically different compared to trios. Since no one wants to die early and lose rank in progress, teams usually spread evenly across the map with only a couple of contests on landing. This safety is short-lived, however, as your neighbors can easily try to kill you if they see an opportunity during their rotation. When no one else is around, one team is usually walking out alive, but when third parties arrive to the scene, both sides will be happy to disengage and play a longer game. Long survival time leads to endgames, where about half of the lobby finds their way into the final area.
That's crazy.
With so many teams ready to shoot you from multiple angles, fighting for a spot usually gets both teams killed, so it's in everyone's best interest to let others know where they are. At some point, almost everything that is passing as cover gets occupied, and no team gets locked in place. Until the next round's closure signals synchronous rotations and bloody fights for a few playable spots. The final win favors those who need to move last, and in rare cases when everything ends on a multi-layered structure, the win may come down to who had better timing of their final medkit. Overall, trios and ranked leagues offer completely different experiences, and it's worth trying both just to see which one feels more appealing to you. And if neither is what you're looking for, there are even more ways to play Apex Legends, which we'll talk about in October.
Crazy.
Yes.
Nice.
Awesome.
Nice.
I love me some ranked. Sick.
Okay, so now I have to do.
You're doing well, Zirianov.
How many is in that series now? Gosh, in the
Yeah, it's been a
Apex
lot.
I was gonna say you could like start selling these
Yeah.
to to Apex
Each
Legends.
character, right, and then at least now 2 that are not about character. Like, it's crazy.
Yeah, there've been a few.
So much work.
It's a nice little collection.
All right, window capture. Okay, this is from Shout Out Lynn. I'm trying to get more eyes on this project, so I'll be sharing this on the socials. What do you all think? Obviously, I don't have any experience with self-promotion, so I'd appreciate any critique. Love and respect. I can't make it full screen because it's a short, so this is what I can do, I think.
What is the Hyperzoa project?
Hyperzoa.
It's an original game inspired by turn-based RPGs like Pokemon and Persona. We've got monsters. We've got characters.
This one.
But what
Oh,
makes us
yeah.
different? We're asking questions like, what if a plant grew so large it started eating a volcano? We're hoping to share those answers with you in the final game. We're just getting started. Follow us to learn more about this crazy new world. What is the Hyperzoa?
Nice.
Nice.
My only, he asked for critique. My only critique is, like, the art is the sickest
Yeah.
art.
Center,
so
yeah,
just,
full
like,
screen the
as-
art.
Yeah, as much as you can show of the art
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
as possible. Like, if
Like-
on Instagram, if you have an Instagram for the project, like,
Yeah.
you know, introducing the monsters and saying a little bit about them without, like, you know, spoiling anything super important. Like,
Great now.
yeah.
Yeah, on like a social video like this, I would say, like, all art, full screen art.
And then it'll
Get
hide
off-
the cuts as well.
What?
It'll hide the cuts as well. If you
Yeah,
spoil
and
the art.
come off the mic a little bit because it was a little clipped. But
Yeah.
like, the art is the star of the show. So just like fade between all your art. It's gonna.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a guy on Instagram who makes, like little Instagram nature documentaries about Pokemon.
Oh my god.
So, like, you could even do something like that where you just, like, talk about, in scientific terms, like, certain Hyperzoa.
That would be fun. Yeah. Next up.
In Germany, we saw someone just go into the middle of the road during
Yeah,
a red light.
they were just
and start to
juggling.
juggle.
Yeah.
And then the light turned green and they got out of the way.
It's a big thing right now,
Wow.
actually, in the valley. There's a bunch of people,
I saw
doing
that
at the intersection.
someone doing that near my house.
Yeah.
Oh.
I mean, if you're
That's the thing.
if
You know
you're
how?
confident in
And you
your
won't hit a
ability
car?
and you don't hit a car,
Seriously.
No.
Oh my gosh.
how bad would
No.
that be? Hit a car with a bowling pin, shatter the windscreen.
Windshield.
Eric Jackson, hi allies, hope you're doing well. This month I'm following up with more juggling content. This month I attempt to cram as much information into my submission as possible and make it as understandable as I can. I've been juggling for over 20 years, but health problems lately have left me struggling to focus at times. Oh no. This week I have minor surgery to help me with my breathing problems. So in the meantime, I leave you with this. I edited this video yesterday on my phone on an app called CapCut. So it's a little stiff, but surprisingly fun. I've never heard of that app, but that's cool. Love and respect, Eric Jackson.
We don't have much time, so let's get into it. The term juggler has evolved significantly in meaning over time. Originally
Sick.
connected with magicians, troubadours,
Steve
and
Martin.
even charlatans, it wasn't until around 125 years ago that a modern idea of juggling started to emerge. But historical depictions do go as far back as ancient Egypt. In the modern day, we accept that there are
This
many
is
kinds
amazing.
of juggling, from object balancing,
On your phone?
gyroscopic juggling, contact juggling, swinging, striking, non-continuous tossing and or
I had one
catching,
of those devil
and the
sticks.
focus of today's video, toss juggling.
My god.
When working to understand toss juggling, you first need to know the variables at play. All toss juggling has to consider timing, height, and trajectory. As we begin to add more numbers to the equation, these variables need to be more and more precise, otherwise collisions and drops are likely to occur. When evolving from beanbags, even more variables enter the fray. With juggling rings, angle now becomes an axis of difficulty, and when moving on to my favorite prop, clubs, rotation becomes yet another. So when all comes together, every single object is operating with 5 degrees of complexity, and that's just for the basic pattern. In the 1980s, several mathematician jugglers started developing a numerical system for expressing possible juggling patterns and tricks.
Mathematician juggler.
This body of work eventually became what we now call
Jason.
site swap notation.
This is amazing.
Very basic.
Yeah,
It
Jason.
describes the kind of throw being made as it relates to timing. So a higher throw will take longer to be thrown again. And the way this is depicted is based on what quantity of objects would operate at that relative height. The number 5 in a sequence is thrown at a 5-ball height, and the number 7 at a 7-ball height, and so on. Okay, but here's the cool part. Say you want to figure out if a pattern is possible, and you have an idea to throw 1 high and 2 low throws in a 3-throw sequence out of a basic pattern. Let's speculate that the high throw will be represented at a 7-ball height, and the low throws will be thrown at a 4-ball height. In a left-hand, right-hand alternating sequence, we get the pattern 7-4-4. The number of throws in a repeatable sequence is called a period. So, 7-4-4 is a period 3 sequence.
Period.
Now take the 3 numbers, add them together, and you get 15. Now you divide the sum total of numbers by the period. 15 divided by 3, and you get 5. If doing this process results in a whole number, that tells you how many objects are needed to achieve that pattern. And if you don't, that pattern is not valid. Additionally, a single instance of 7-4-4 may be thrown as a trick out of a basic pattern, but you can also turn a majority of tricks into its own pattern. With this in mind, you can begin to connect tricks into other tricks if you understand the heights that you need to transition into. There's so much more, but the last thing I want to touch on is how you can twist patterns based on throw variation and hand position. A basic 3-ball cascade can turn into a reverse cascade, a crossed arm cascade, or into Mills mess, all while maintaining the throw
Mills
height,
mess.
but switching up your hand position
What the
relative to the
hell?
basic pattern. And now my absolute favorite thing to work on is throw variation as it relates to club rotation. For the rest of this video, I'll show you a bunch of variations of the very basic pattern 4-2-3, with a high throw, a pause, and a crossing lower throw. For the purposes of site swap notation, these are all the same pattern, but can look strikingly different from one another. Thank you so much for your time. I'll see you in the next one.
Wow.
Amazing.
Good
What?
God.
Loved it.
I don't know what I'm perceiving, you know?
Yeah.
Like, so
Math.
I'm trying to count the balls,
That's why.
and I'm like,
It's math.
Crazy.
We're not allowed to do math.
So awesome.
Okay, hang on. I gotta
Have you ever
download
thrown chainsaws?
Clown Bosses real quick.
Or
Yeah, what's-
knives or sticks on fire.
what's the scariest thing you've ever?
I think
or
the
most
sticks on fire is
dangerous?
probably the like safest one
Yeah,
of them.
on- yeah.
parts.
Of those, yeah, because
You
the
just
fire
drop
just
it.
moves out of the way.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you light like the end of one of those batons on fire, then you're never gonna catch that side of it.
Broken logic there. I can't even throw a ball up straight.
Same.
Yeah.
That was gnarly. They seem so professional, like seriously, like chainsaws? Have you? Like, it seems like you could. It's so nuts.
I've had the wonderful
Whoa.
What?
I think the clubs are my favorite too. They look so fun.
They look so awesome, yeah.
Yeah.
I've juggled juggling rings made from barbed wire. How do you know you're not gonna grab the barb, or is that fake?
Oy.
That is insane. Yeah, I love the way clubs like when they're just like
All right,
so sweet.
from Nick Gothic, aka Clown Boss.
Yo.
Don and I were just
Scene.
wondering if you would get
Also-
something
Yeah,
in.
what a
Clowns.
pleasant surprise.
Right before this,
What a
yeah.
pleasant surprise, Clown
Lost
Boss.
those clowns.
I'm dreadfully late again, but anyway, as I'm still working on my big tracker episode, hell yeah, and fighting away my depression, my chums from my demo group, Aberration Creations, managed to make my year this August by helping me fund my trip to come with them to the Xenium demo party in Lodz, Poland.
Wow.
Yeah, that's amazing. What follows is a really sloppy and hasty vlog report of it, or at least parts of it, as the full 12-minute version should surface on my YouTube channel either today or tomorrow. But I will just shortly say this visit reinvigorated me. Love and respect, Nick Gothic, aka Clown Boss. I'm very happy to hear that. Okay, here we go.
I've had the wonderful honor of being able to go to Lodz, Poland, to the Xenium demo party of 2024. And the entire reason why I managed to get here, in spite of my financial troubles and just an enormous depression, is because the team that I'm in, the demo group Aberration Creations, really insisted that we were going to go there together. And if there was anybody who was struggling in any way to just kind of get here, they would kindly pay the trip for me, which I'm just immensely grateful for. And we managed to get in a single carpooling session all the way to Poland, and that was beautiful. The actual demo party was being held in a student dorm, and you could also rent rooms over there where you had the proper bed and bathrooms and stuff. And while everybody else took it, I just really didn't think it was my place. I was just very happy just being here and not waiting too much from my benefactors. And I decided just to bring a simple sleeping bag. And so I lived in this demo party the old school way. I would just get a sleeping bag, try to hide away from whatever lights and noise I could, and just like have the authentic demo party experience. So obviously, if I went to a demo party, there's no way I could go without sharing a production on my own. So that's why I had to bring a Commodore 64 graphic, or rather should I say, I had to start on one right as we were driving, and I had a laptop in my lap on the car seat, as we were just like traveling over here, and I was just like trying to sketch out and think of a concept that I wanted to work in. And so I made Sly as an Einsteinium right in the middle of the party. And I'm quite satisfied with it. I think it shows a marked progression of where I'm heading with my Commodore 64 art. And it's ranked 8 out of 11 spots in the old school demo art category. But I really don't mind how it went. If anything, I'm actually kind of surprised how high it got over here. Because the competition over here, it was really tough. And everybody who joined here is just like absolutely talented. You can look at some of these like ZX Spectrum
These are
graphics
beautiful.
being done over here, and also a lot of like Amiga artwork over here that is just like stunning. My favorite one of these was Return to Gaza by Slayer, which is animated, and it just like displays this like, amazing color cycling effect.
Wow.
But as expected, the number one winner of this will be, as often happens, one of my demo art heroes, Facet, who I managed to meet yet again, and who still manages to just like absolutely wreck the competition with just like how beautifully rendered and beautifully fleshed out his Amiga art is. Other triumphs of Aberration Creations include in the fantasy console space, where Yami had a demo made for the Pico 8 called 4 Pory Roku, which means 4 seasons in Polish. And this is his first demo, and it's just like really brilliant the way he managed to learn so many skills in such a short time. But the absolute winner of the fantasy console compo comes from a really, really wonderful Finn that I made called Sule, and he made his TIC 80 demo called Demonique. And this is like the essence for me of what it means to be an indie creator. He is just really, really amazing at the graphics and the coding that he's pulling off. And I just wish I could be every bit as creative in the scene as much as he is.
You are.
Wait.
You are.
So the last one, TIC 80, does that mean is that a Texas Instrument calculator that was running?
I wouldn't be surprised knowing this crew. Like,
My gosh.
Dude, so awesome.
I've always wanted to get into Pico 8.
How
It
are
seems
they
so
How are they
interesting.
It's
making it?
freaking awesome. Well, on the Amiga, the programming it with.
It's a fantasy.
It's a fantasy.
Oh, okay.
what that means.
Got it.
Okay.
It's like the Pico 8?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Like, are they coding the images?
So
Is
badass.
that what's going on?
Let's look.
They're working in the limitations of the
It's tiny
what
computer.
those machines could produce.
The only difference is that the TIC 80 is open source, therefore free.
Oh, so is TSC 80 the one to learn then?
It's badass.
Wow, very awesome.
They have a sprite editor?
Thanks for sharing all that footage from the party.
And a map
Yeah,
editor?
that's
So
great.
sick.
I'm glad you got to go.
Yeah, we're glad to hear from you again too this month. It's awesome.
Yo, the TIC 80 looks sick. I'm looking at their website right now. Neato. Okay, hang on. I gotta set this last one up here.
Hell yeah, that was awesome.
Love it.
Nice.
Yeah, the Cyclops. is
Cyclops.
sick,
It's
dude. They
got
were
a more
all
energy
sick.
for
All
sure.
of that was really good. My God. My God.
All right, last one. This is from RF Switch. Whoops, it's too big.
Dragon of Fate.
N64.
Yeah. What up, RF?
Well, this is fucking awkward.
It's a little quiet.
I won't say why I left. That's a long conversation, and I don't think anyone wants to hear it. But, past few months haven't been kind to me. My partner broke up with me, and then ripped off the mask and stalked me. Jeez. And screamed at me any chance they got. This close to filing a restraining order. My abusive landlords have also filed an eviction notice against me. And then a few days later, I found a lump in my chest.
No.
I do not know if it's cancer yet or not, but I hope it isn't. You ever see a person have a complete and utter mental breakdown? I sure have. I'm not back to ask for money or help. I heard from Jesse Blue, who I'm still in contact with, and he told me that all of you still talk about me during the showcase and stuff. And I don't know. It just, hearing that right now especially, I think I really needed to hear that. So, I guess I'm back for a bit. I'm looking into another apartment, maybe outside of the state of Maine. I'm obviously packing and trying to get stuff together, but for now, I just wanted to say hi again, and thank you. Love and respect, I guess.
Love and respect.
Welcome back, RF.
Yeah, welcome back.
Welcome
Yeah.
back.
Doors open.
Sorry
Welcome.
that things have been so shitty
Yeah,
lately.
fuck. We don't need any fucking
But
lumps.
positive vibes.
Yeah, maximum positive vibes.
Yeah.
We're glad you're back.
100%.
Just take care of yourselves, stay safe, and stay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Check on that lump ASAP.
Yeah.
ASAP.
She says that was recorded a month ago, so it's been a minute.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
But yeah, she'll have some more in the Discord for the people that are there.
Chill.
Welcome back, RF.
Yeah, hang in there.
Welcome
one day
back.
at a time.
That's it. That's the end of Showcase. Thank you, everyone who submitted. If you would like to submit, just $10 or up on patreon.com/easyallies. We have text submissions, audio submissions, image submissions, video submissions, like what you've seen here. Hell, if you make a demo or something,
Yeah, submissions we haven't
we'll
even
play
dreamed
it.
of.
We've had like yarn stuff in the past.
Yeah.
Love yarn.
Yeah, somebody that wasn't sure about like whether or not they should submit to the showcase emailed me this week and it's like, oh yeah, totally welcome. So,
Absolutely.
Yeah.
you don't have to be, because I think the thing that they were worried about is like, oh, I'm not normally a patron or whatever, but I'm part of the community. It's like, yeah,
Oh, hell yeah.
It's okay to become
Hell
a
yeah.
patron for 1 month.
For 1 month, yeah.
It's all fine.
Yeah.
Or whatever.
Snipe it, yeah.
Some
and-
people have in the past, like, they've been patrons at that level for forever, and they have never submitted a thing.
Yeah.
There's
Yeah.
people who come into that tier to submit once. We take all comers, and Some people have been in the tier the whole time and will just submit once and they're like, hey, what's up? That's
Yeah.
it. You know, it's, yeah.
We like it all.
Anything's good.
We love to see what you're all up to.
Because this one came late, the September showcase post is already up right now.
Yes.
So look for that collection or tag on Patreon. There's 2 different ways to find it.
It's tagged this time, RF Switch. We got it.
Yeah, I got it.
We got it this time.
And then you can also, there's a little search bar too on desktop at least. There's a search bar that you can find it that way as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we will have another one of these in just a couple weeks. Thank you for submissions.
Yeah.
Get on your submissions. Due dates in 2 weeks.
Make us some yarn stuff.
It's epic yarn.
All right, everybody. Thank you so much. We hope you're all doing well. Take care of yourselves. We will be back Thursday evening for the podcast, unless somebody streams something before that.
Talking about that $6.99.
And then
Friday, oh yeah, hell yeah. Friday, we are having a slumber party.
September, baby.
Start Friday the 13th, baby.
Friday the
September, 13th. We're having a slumber party.
Slumber party?
Well, not
Not really.
We can just wear. You can wear PJs if you want.
Okay. I'm sleeping.
I like that vibe, PJs vibe.
I think if
That
we
actually
dressed
would be really
nicer,
funny,
I would
'cause
like.
it's only a
I think it'd be
4-player.
just nicer in the day to day, but but yeah.
Whatever.
Casting of Frank Stone.
The casting of Frank Stone.
The
We're doing
supermassive Dead by Daylight crossover.
full playthrough.
But it's only 4 players, so yes, if Don wants to just
Don will be
nap
asleep
in
on
a
the back
corner
couch.
while we all play.
Or if Don wants to
That
play.
could possibly be epic.
Sophia's gonna join us too, so we're adding even more people.
Yeah.
We can decide.
But yeah, that starts at what, 2 p.m.? Is that what we
I
said?
put 2. I asked if people wanted to start 2. Nobody replied.
Well,
So
let's
2,
say 2.
I guess.
2 o'clock.
Time. It's like 6 to 8 hours.
Yeah, we're starting at 2 o'clock PT. Friday the 13th. Good luck on your surgery that day. Jack's on deck.
What kind of surgery is it? Can I ask?
We don't have to.
Breathing.
For breathing.
You don't have
For
to.
breathing.
But
Anyways,
my roommate got
full-
surgery for breathing, so I'm curious if it's the same.
Oh, casting of Frank Stone full playthrough.
Is this one with Nick Cage?
No, he's in Dead by
he's
Daylight.
in the game, but I
not
don't know
in
if he's
this.
in the. Mommy!
When's Longlegs coming to Dead by Daylight?
Daddy!
Let's go.
All right, everybody. We will see you Thursday and Friday. Bye.